Will Smith at the Oscars has to be the biggest story that's still doing the rounds. And we couldn't believe it. So I was out with Rishi, and all of a sudden Rishi's like, you have to see this. And immediate thought was, is this just a comedy sketch? Are they doing this just because, hey, nobody watches the Oscars anymore? What really is going on? And then the memes started rolling out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. Will Smith actually walks up to Chris Rock when Chris Rock is doing what he does best, which is comedy. And he just slaps him in the face and walks back and talks about what got him so pissed off. And it had to be a joke about Jada Pinkett Smith. And it was a good joke.
Yeah, the joke was good.
It was a brilliant joke. It wasn't brilliant, but it was a casual joke.
Yeah.
And I thought Chris Rock even explained it, saying it was just a G.I. Jane joke. About how she looks like Demi Moore and she can be part two. That was a funny joke. You can't take that joke, really.
Yeah. I have to...
Was the whole thing staged?
I don't know. I honestly feel it wasn't staged, because I feel like both these parties, like Chris Rock or Will Smith, haven't got anything to gain by doing this. Like Will Smith, not gonna lie, I've lost a lot of respect for Will Smith in the last 2 days, like in the last 1.5 days after I've seen this, because I'm like, he used to talk so much about, spiritualism, and then
people love following him on Instagram,
right?
On YouTube, because he puts out very happy content and he seems like a guy who's sorted, irrespective of everything that's happening around him.
So why would he give all of that up, all that legacy that he's created over years up, for a publicity stunt?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
So there are also folks who are saying the Oscars reached out to him and said, here's an Oscar. For you to get this Oscar, though,
we need one more performance.
You'll have to slap
and then we'll be convinced.
Slap Chris Rock and take the Best Actor award. Well, that's exactly what happened, it seems.
I'm not convinced.
But Sarah?
First of all, I thought the joke was not that bad, because they're kind of comparing her to another powerful woman itself, right? Yeah. It's not that bad a joke. I think Jada has been called worse things. Like, this is nothing. And like, the reason I feel it's staged completely, I don't know if like the people at the Academy is in on it, but I'm sure it's staged between at least Chris Rock and Will Smith. Because really? I'll tell you what, there was this body expert who was talking about body language and stuff, right? If you look in the video, he leans forward, and like such a big person like Will Smith, when he slaps, the instinct is to nurse your face as soon as you get slapped.
But instead he put
his hands at the back, which is so staged, because he was expecting it. You can see it in his face also, like he lean forward, like that's how you expect to slap.
I thought the lean forward was to hear what he has to say.
Yeah, that's what even I thought.
But then after the slap, it's not like he holds his hand.
That is true.
He doesn't even hit back.
And he doesn't even move. Like when you get slapped that hard, you take a step back.
He's Chris Rock for a reason though, isn't he?
But like she was saying, like the expert was saying that normally if like someone like Will Smith is bigger than her.
Reflex.
Yeah. And when you get slapped like that, you either take a step back or you nurse your face. That's the immediate reaction that you have.
If not, if this whole thing is staged, or if it's not, then I must say Chris Rock had the best comeback ever. Yeah. As a comedian, he stood there, he stood his ground, and he said the right lines to make people laugh even at a situation like that.
Yeah.
Either he's brilliant, which he is. I'm a huge fan of Chris Rock's comedy. But if the whole thing is staged, then those lines are written.
Yeah, and even when others said that would Will Smith put this all in line for a publicity stunt, I don't think Will Smith thought it would like play out like this. Like he would have thought that it would have just gone viral. Some people would support Will because of the joke. Because people at this time is like they support like women empowerment and all that, and they would have thought that people will support him. It'll be like divided. That's what I think, because I don't think he would have thought that it would go to this extent.
In my defense, Will Smith is not a one man anymore. He's a brand.
Yeah.
He'll have 50 people to tell him the consequences, how many likes or comments this will receive, and what it can do to your image.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they would have expected
even
it to go
Chris
this
Rock.
big.
More than that, even he knows that. Like, it's not like he's going to ruin his brand.
Also, there have been worse jokes cracked on Jada Pinkett Smith by Chris Rock in the past. So it could have been something that has been aggravating over the years. I believe he wanted to slap Chris Rock long time ago, which he may have been holding in for a really long time, and then he just let out. What I found a little shocking was he slapped him, he went back, sat there. If anybody started watching the Oscars, the Academy Awards, 5 minutes later, they wouldn't even know that a slap happened. They acted like nothing happened.
That was weird.
And he even went on to the stage again to collect the Best Actor Award.
Yeah.
And he bawled and he cried and
Yeah.
everything. And he wouldn't go out of there for like a good 5 minutes.
He just kept talking about, how sorry he was to the Academy. Not mentioning Chris Rock though. He just said, I'm sorry to the Academy. Why it's not the way. And he went on to talk about King Richard and how much he loves King Richard and all about how much he'll do
Denzel
what he do for
Washington.
love.
He met Denzel Washington.
And,
Denzel had a very nice line to say to him about how he needs to keep his feet on the ground, because the more success gets to you, the devil starts to talk and things like that.
Right. And I think they're all consoling him and not even talking about anything to Chris Rock. Like, everyone actually siding with Will in the entire thing. They're all like, Will, I'm so sorry, Will. Like, be careful, Will. You're the best, Will, and stuff like that.
Much so that, Rishi, you shared a picture of Will doing a after party dance.
Yes, he was dancing to his old song. It was at the after party and he was lip syncing his own lyrics, right? And everyone's just having a good time. Like, I bet Chris Rock wasn't there.
A lot of people were keeping distance from him though,
Yeah.
as he was dancing.
Social distancing.
And they were all taking the
Videos
of
of
Will
him,
Smith
yeah.
just having a good time after he just casually slapped someone across
Like
the
nothing
face,
happened.
went on stage, cried after collecting the Best Actor Award. And it's just ridiculous how everything panned out. And here's the development to this entire story, right? So Will Smith has put out an Instagram post apologizing, and he's apologized to Chris Rock finally. He said, I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line. I was wrong. I'm embarrassed, and my actions were not indicative of the man I want to be. He went on to say that I am work in progress.
Yeah, but for how long?
Which somehow makes me feel like, is there a lot going on in his life? Has he reached that stage where his kids don't care about him anymore? His wife already had that entanglement issue that they spoke about in their podcast. So, I don't know, does Will Smith need help? And is that where the whole thing is going?
There's a possibility that he needs help, but I mean, I feel like irrespective of all that he's going through and stuff, like, he is someone who is always in his senses. Like, it's so hard to believe that he could like slap him. There were so many ways to stand up to his wife and the cause at the same time.
He could have just gone up
without
and
having to slap him.
said something,
Yeah.
or even a social media post would have probably done the same amount of effect rather than slapping.
I don't think it would have gone viral though.
Yeah,
You
it
know
would
what,
have
if-
gone viral. Like if it was stays at the end, if Oscars has just planned the whole thing, I feel like they need to be seeing how you need to make films big again, other than just making Oscars big again, because just the relative aspect of that.
Yeah, this is as good as in an Insta story.
Yeah, that's it.
As good as that becoming a hit. And it took away from the entire evening. It took away from all the other people who
Other
worked
worlds, yeah.
so hard for the Oscars, including Will's own work.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a Will Smith show where he went on stage, he drooled all over, and he even collecting the Best Actor Award was with zero grace.
Nobody is talking about the Oscar. Like,
Yeah.
forget the 5-minute speech. Even if he went on for 5 hours, it's done.
Yeah.
Nobody is talking about it.
Yeah.
It's over.
You can't help but draw parallels to what if the same thing would happen in India. We do have award shows that are sometimes they get dragged on for a really long time, and it's an open secret. They say that you come do a item number, you do a dance on the big stage, and you're given an award.
Don't take the payment, but you can get an award. So Rishi Kapoor admitted once that long back, like for Bobby or some other film, he paid to get a Filmfare. Rishi Kapoor, someone as big as Rishi Kapoor, who's Raj Kapoor's son from the Kapoor family, has admitted that he bought a Filmfare, which Filmfare is the highest. And Akshay Kumar has told multiple times that he has been asked to perform. And Akshay Kumar is a very money-minded man, self-admitted money-minded man. He has admitted saying that, they've asked me to perform in exchange for an award. I've said, no, give me my payment, I'll go home. I don't want your, like, whatever metal it's made of.
Yeah.
So here it's very common. And here if the slap had happened, it would have been shown 20 times, like, tuck, tuck, tuck.
Yeah.
Like all of that.
Exaggerated.
Yeah, like an Ekta Kapoor serial.
Yeah.
And here you would know it's staged.
Yeah, you would know that it's staged.
Yeah.
That's because they have 20 cameras on stage. They'll be like, one slap now, one slap again, one slap again.
They'll be like, sir, one more take.
One more take. That's it.
Sir, now left side.
The meme factory, the meme machines have been going crazy about the entire thing. And I read about how does Jada Pinkett Smith believe in some sort of black magic, because at one moment of time Will Smith was laughing and then he looks at her and he just goes up and slaps him and comes back, right?
And just this with her.
Yeah, it's just
She's
that
like, you're coming
look.
home with me, right?
But I wish it would have played out in a different manner. And I believe Chris Rock's comedy shows are now doing better than they were before.
More tickets have been
more
sold.
tickets have been sold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Overnight.
clearly,
Telling you, both benefited out of this.
Will Smith didn't, I feel. Honestly,
He did.
lost
He won the
respect
Oscar,
for him.
though.
Yeah, but
Won
he's
the
not a
Oscar
role
for
model
what
anymore.
performance? For King Richards or for this?
He's trending.
Either.
He's trending. He's relevant. That
We're
is
still
his
talking
win.
about him
He's
right now.
relevant.
Like, honestly, I feel Will Smith is not someone who had to fight for relevancy.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
He just
Yeah.
he's been giving blockbusters all over.
Yeah.
And his Instagram is doing well. He's creating. Last year he posted that selfie of him being out of shape.
Yeah.
He started getting into shape. I
Yeah,
used to follow
everything.
that.
Yeah.
So,
Everything.
like, when did Will Smith require to slap someone to ruin his legacy of all of that he has done?
On the night when he was
Won.
picking up the Best Actor award.
Exactly.
Which has
Yeah.
never been. And he's someone who's always advocated about black rights at the Oscars, equal representation. And he vouched for this for so long. He finally gets it, but he ruins it in every way possible.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So that means he needs some kind of help, right? I mean, like, if you're going to say that it wasn't staged, then he's going through some midlife crisis where he needs, like, a lot of...
Also, it's a good time to bring up that he has cracked the same joke many years earlier when he was on a talk show. He has cracked a very similar or maybe the same joke
About hair and
about him
baldness.
waxing. It's all over the internet right now about a guy waxing his hair every day and stuff like that. And then he turns to the audience who were kind of like booing him or something. He's like, "Come on, guys, it's just a joke." So he's like, "Come on, Will, it's just a joke." Like 30 years later, the joke is the same.
Yeah, I guess
You
people
might have evolved.
People evolve and they learn new tricks. I
Woke.
guess.
People are woke.
Yeah. The issues are definitely being discussed more. Like, people are more sensitive now to like issues which were not publicly addressed before.
Yeah.
But then that doesn't mean you slap someone. You can address it in so many other ways.
Yeah, and I do get it that you can't joke about a lot of things. Gone are the times when you could joke about multiple different things and it was okay. It would slide under the carpet. But in today's world, the woke world that we live in, you can't joke about a lot of things. Having said that, when somebody jokes, you don't go and slap them.
Yeah.
You cancel them, simple.
So
That's what you do.
it's like so the Shrija Chaturvedi, who is an Indian comedian in that comic stan, she says like, I just called my friends, like my friends called me Moti for 20 years.
Yeah.
And I thought that's how they call me. So later, after like 20 years, randomly I realized one day it's called fat shaming.
Yeah.
You know, everything has a term now. So if you want to get offended, there will be no more jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have a look at Ricky Gervais, right? Like, he came in, he destroyed everyone at that night, and people just took it. And then they said Ricky Gervais is the worst host of all time. But I think that takes a lot of character as well. What Chris Rock did was really, really amazing. And if this whole thing is staged, then I really feel it's not equally balanced. One is gaining more than the other person.
Yeah, Will
That's
Smith
true.
clearly lost.
He may have won the Oscar, but he lost the night.
Yeah, and also in America, and especially in pop culture, like roasting someone is so common, right?
Yeah.
People pay to go get someone roasted.
Yeah.
That's where the entire roast concept came from. That's the original pace of roast. So one joke is not a big deal.
But they didn't have Jada's consent to roast.
Oh
Yeah, so how is this going to
Consent.
work out now? So now people have to write jokes, share it with everyone after their approval. Only then can it go up. See, this is where you feel comedians need to be given the liberty, and if it's a
Yeah.
night of fun, everyone is here to not take themselves too seriously. Everyone's going to laugh at each other, at themselves. We all need to take ourselves lightly from time to time.
This is what Dave Chappelle also keeps talking about, the GOAT. I mean, Dave Chappelle has always been about, guys, I'm going to make fun of everyone. I'm not going to leave anyone out. Do you guys want to be included? I'm including you. Don't get offended. Like, or get
Equally.
offended. Yeah, equally. I'm going to get everyone on the roast, right? And I think we should all take a clue from Dave Chappelle. He's my idol, honestly, in comedy-wise.
Yeah. How is this going to pan out now? Are we going to forget about this in the next few days? And when the next Will Smith movie is going to be out, this is going to be great PR again.
Yeah.
I think we'll still remember it because he's a meme now.
Yeah.
Both times that he's been emotional about Jada, he's become a meme.
This
Oh, it's happened before?
Yeah,
The red table talk
entanglement.
is all
The
there's
red
another
table.
crying scene.
entanglement conversation. This is going to be like
It's the new
Kanye
meme.
West saying,
Yeah.
"Hey, before I let you finish."
Yeah.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, this is the new Kanye West of sorts. So we got to wait and watch.
He's going to be on for a while. See, this meme will be.
Yeah.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to never miss a video from Fever FM.